Hello Internet, it's Johnny DL. I was going to talk about money, but I think that's what I plan to do. But um, sort of something big happened today, and I sort of realised it. I've now been on antidepressants for exactly 1 year, um, which is massive. I think anybody who knew me at sort of college or university will know that I wasn't in the best place, let's say. Um, and my recovery really only started about 12 months ago. Um, I had been doing counselling and other things, I've been doing that for an awfully long time, but it wasn't really getting anywhere. So I started on antidepressants. This had a number of consequences for me, um, but most of them have been good. And it's probably about time that I made some apologies. Um, there are an awful lot of my close friends, or who I would have considered close friends at the time, that sort of got dropped without any warning and without any explanation. And I think that this is the video that sort of explains it, I hope. Um, there's well, I have a lot to apologise for. I mean, I've never been perfect. Um, I caused hassle at every school I've been at. Um, Never been one for keeping my head below the parapet, so getting shot at and bullied, and not literally shot at, but definitely getting bullied and dealing with that was not the easiest thing in the world. Um, had to deal with institutionalised bullying as well, where it wasn't just the children that were bullying me, but the adults that were supposed to protect me. Um, and yeah, it's been a long, hard slog getting from there to here. Um, I will eventually go into my where my depression started, um, and trace it through over a number of videos, but I don't want to do that now. I mean, there's what best part of 12 years of history there before I start with the recovery, and so it's gonna take a while to get through all of that. Um, I don't know if all my friends from school or college or university or anywhere else I've been are still connected to me in any way. I mean, there's been the Scouts, um, and while I've stayed in Scouting, it's one thing that I have persisted in. I've sort of disconnected from the people who were in Scouting with me, um, when I was a Scout, and now that I've become a leader, and they've drifted apart from Scouting, I'm not so in touch with them, and even the ones that are fairly still connected, um, I don't speak to as often as I would like. Um, I've got a lot of social anxiety about using phones, and I know that I sometimes come across as, I don't know, needy, maybe the right word, maybe not. Um, but not wanted whenever I contact through email or text. Um, and the people that I have made efforts to keep in contact with, I've eventually ended up pushing away in some method or another. Um, so I've got a lot to be apologetic for. Um, I am, however, getting better, and I hope that the people I've known will be happy about that. Um, I'm no closer to finding a job than I ever have been. Um, it's something that I would really like to do, but a job has got to be something that I enjoy. And if I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to do very well at it, and I'm not going to stay in it for very long, I don't think. So, yeah, it's been a lot of rejections for things that I've been really looking forward to. Um, my the big job at the moment that I'm looking forward to, if I even get the interview, is um, becoming a librarian. Um, it's not especially difficult, I imagine, but it's a job that uh, I think would interest me and engage me. So, um, yeah, I'm really positive about that. I don't know if that application was very good, but we'll find out. Um, what else is good right now? Um, I don't know. I'm feeling better about myself. I mean, my confidence picked up massively. Um, after all, I'm doing YouTube. Um, I've taken part in a number of courses recently. I've done quite a lot of volunteering, and that's built my confidence up. Um, at some point, it would be quite nice if I could become a teacher or a teaching assistant or something of that ilk, and um, maybe that'll happen. I don't know yet. Um, I mean, becoming a teacher is part of the reason why I want these videos to be unedited. If I'm if I build up my confidence with talking and being clear and getting messages out there that are getting more and more entertaining, I hope, um, it'll show that I can be engaging and teach things. And it's not the perfect way to do it, but it's a way to do it. That a way to show off that side of myself, and it's not something that everybody can do. To be able to just talk without a script, without any form of um, sort of aid other than a brief mental picture of what you want to cover. Um, and as you can tell, I do a lot of that and stop and pause, but I hope with practice I can get over that and it'll come a bit more naturally and a bit more fluid, and I won't be doing the classic thing that I've seen a number of other YouTubers do, which is end up with as many outtakes as there is minutes of footage, and um, again with the that it is going to drive me crazy, that, and I just think it's an interesting thing to do. So yeah, there's the confidence there. I don't know. There's an awful lot that I'm looking forward to over the coming days, weeks, months. Um, I'm not massively focused on the big picture at the moment. I've got plans for the middle of July and the middle of August, um, with volunteering at two festivals. I'm going to help my political affiliation earn some extra money, and hopefully you'll get to learn about my political affiliation eventually. But I don't think just coming out and saying it is the right way to do it, because it's not about the party really. It's the party on the whole has made mistakes, and the same's been said of all major parties. So I don't think that's going to give it away. But um, because of the mistakes that are made by any political group, you end up with a lot of stigmata between the people who support it and the people that only see the bad side. And I would say that politics isn't just about the parties, it's more about the people and the. I don't know. I'm covering a lot of ground here. Anyway, I'll move on. Like I said, I've got apologies to make. There's certainly a lot of people at university that I upset. Um, and looking back on it, disappointed in myself for handling it so badly that I didn't. Some of the things I didn't have the confidence to do. Some of the things I ran away and hid from. Um, and my depression was all time low. I'm sure any of the people I lived with or came over to the house could tell that without any difficulty. Um, I've got some of my social groups I let down. Um, uh, Especially one that I've been involved with already on YouTube, which is um, Avarice with Links. My charity head shave was done to raise money for them, and I sort of I failed to complete university, and I made a few mistakes in the way that I treated the people of the society, and ended up running away from them as well. And they're really good guys, and I'd still like to be friends with them, but I don't know whether too much time has passed now. Um, Same can be said for any of my friends from college, I suppose. There were so many. I'm not going to name everybody, because if I start naming and I miss somebody off, somebody's going to be upset. So I'm not going to do that. But there are groups left, right, and centre that I've abandoned at one point or another, and it's been because I've not been handling things as well as I should have been able to. Um, it's difficult. It's always difficult. But when you've got clinical depression, it feels 1,000 times worse. I've had a bad week this week, if I'm absolutely honest with you. Um, for for the first time in a while, I've ended up inverting my awake asleep cycle. I was going to make this video at pretty much dawn this morning, because the light was good outside and it wasn't too bright, and I was feeling a little more positive. but ended up being way too windy outside, and other things happened. So, what time is it now? About 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I can't read the clock. Basic skills that you always forget. It doesn't help that I've got new glasses on today. My eyesight changed, and I've had new glasses, which is awesome. I don't know, but we'll see how this goes. I know it's been a very vague, very general apology to people that I already know, but I think it's something I've needed to get off my chest, and something that those people have deserved. I will get round to the money thing. I've got a 2-page list of to do stuff, and it's got to be done at some point. As with my politics, as with some old stories, but I don't know. Maybe if I've got people that will listen and like and understand with hindsight my perspective, and allow and give me the chance to understand them with from their perspective, because I must have got some things wrong, and I can't say that I'm entirely faultless, and I wouldn't be making this video if I was. So yeah, I think this is the first video I'm going to actively stick on Facebook as well. I don't know how many of my friends are still reading my feed, or whether it'll show up at all, but there are a lot of people that I sort of miss, and it's not easy. I don't know, 17 minutes. I think that's enough for today. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to be on the same sort of theme. Rather than friends, tomorrow's about family. 4th of July is another 12-month date for me. So, a lot of things were going on this time last year, and I need to make a lot of apologies to family, say a lot of thank yous, and hopefully repair some bridges. But that's tomorrow. Today, focusing on friends and the people that I let down, because I let everything down. Thanks for listening, I suppose. Johnny DL, out.